Hi there, today we're using cobalt violet. We're also going to be using purple. We're going to be using some cadmium yellow and some rose madder deep. We're going to do some lovely grid art. So I've got some cold press watercolor paper that's been taped down and it's been sectioned into 8 sections. I've got a largest brush and I'm just snaking the colour across the page, not worrying that the tape's there, just pulling that paint across the page there. Apologies with the video here, you can't quite see the top, but it does revert to a normal image shortly, so just bear with me. So adding the purple here, and I'm letting the paint mix, so I'm not waiting for the layers to dry, I'm just adding that colour in wherever I can. So I've just got some sections here that need to be filled, so I'm just adding that paint in there using this lovely yellow colour. Now, if you haven't got KURETAKE paints, don't worry. If you haven't got colours like this, don't worry, just pick your favourite colours. So when you've completed filling up the page, then you're going to need to let this paint dry. So I've let that dry and I've got some acrylic paint in purple, gold and pink, and I've got it in these squeezy bottles. And I know some of you got these squeezy bottles and they are really fun to use. They're just so easy. You just gently squeeze the paint out of the end of there, and sometimes I'm having to bang it there because I've only got a bit of paint left in there, so trying to bring it down to the nib. But it's a bit like drawing with this nib. Really fun to do. You can see it here, just drawing away, just adding some lovely squiggly lines here and there, and then adding some more here. So I'm being a bit random, just thinking, right, okay, I'll just put some squiggles there, and now I'm going for these straight lines here, and just whatever pops into my mind, I'm just going to add it to the page. So again, you can see the lovely killer here, the colours that the KURETAKE paints have left. I think they look really vibrant, and I love these purples, pinks and golds against these colours. So I've got the gold here, I'm adding some little circles there, just bringing them down the page, and then adding some lines in between the pink triangles that I've already put down there, and mimicking the squiggly line we've got in the purple there. So continuing with adding these lovely lines, making sure that each and every square we've got is completely filled with pattern, and just continuing with the purple paint here. I do really need to fill that purple paint up. I hardly had any left by the end of it, and I had to keep banging it on the table to try and get that paint out. So I'll hopefully have that full for next time I use that. And then I am just finishing off and adding some more little lines to my page here, and then adding some little lines coming down the page there. Really easy, simple to do. Don't worry about this, just have a bit of fun and enjoy yourself and just see what happens. The good thing about grid art is that you've got 8 little mini paintings, and you might not like one, but you're sure to like another. And that's what I love about it. I can look at it and go, oh, that didn't turn out well. And then I look to the next one and go, well, actually, I really love that one. So, and also it takes your mind away from the one you don't like when there's 8 of them to look at, because there's so much to look at. So now I've let the paint dry and I've grabbed my pens. I've got a Uniball white pen. I'm also going to be using Posca pens, and I've got some metallic pens also. I'm looking at the paint marks that we've already made, and I'm just encircling them with different colours. I just want to make the colours pop off the page, so this just adds by adding that bit of white here and there. So I hope you like this, and I hope you get to try. If you like this, please consider liking, subscribing, and hyping this video. Once you do all of those things, it sends a message to YouTube that you like this video, and it will push it out to more people. Please, if you get the time, please comment. I love hearing about your art journeys, what you've been up to, what colours you'll use, whether you like this or whether there's other art that you like. I love hearing from you. The patterns that I've used on here are a little bit 60s. They really remind me of that 60s vibe where all the colours are really, really bright. And looking at this, it makes me think that I really should use these little squares for something else. So if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. Would love to hear your thoughts. What could I use these for? I do a few collages where I utilise old paintings, so maybe I'm thinking something along those lines. Please give me some ideas. I'd love to hear from you. So continuing outlining some of the lines that we've got and adding some white marks here and there, just adding some lines on this purple mark here, just coming down the page, filling it up with lovely pen, and then encircling these purple lines here. You can see here how it makes the painting pop off the page, and then again with the purple lines there, adding those lines makes them pop off the page, and it just makes it a little bit more vibrant. Now, if you don't want to use pens, you might want to use pencils, you might want to use something else, and that would be interesting too. Oil pastels would be another item that you could use, and you could really make some nice marks across the page and outline those. So anything you have to hand, you don't need the squeezy bottles to make these paint marks. You could use a brush and your acrylic paint and just paint those on. So I've got this Sizic dryer, which I had for Christmas. Somebody very kindly gave it me for Christmas. I'm so grateful. Thank you. And I'm just adding that on, and it heats up all the lovely tape. And I'm just going to pull it off. So just pulling it off here. And there you can start to see the grid art. So just heating up the outside of the tape there. I'm going to pull it off carefully, try not to rip it. By using this heat, it tends to make all the glue go a bit gluey, you know, a bit wet. So it sort of brings up a lot easier that tape. And then you can see the lovely detail here. And one of them looks a bit like fire, I think. It looks really, really nice. I love these colours. And there, at the top right hand one looks a bit like a sunset. Which one's your favourite? Okay, well, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again soon. Bye.